Good one, it's Yana Martins here and our 12th episode of Reboot Your Tech Mind, a place for creating positive habits. So we are getting together every Tuesday morning, 7:45 a.m. for quick practical tips to kickstart your day in tech world. In each episode, we'll focus on one exercise from the range of topics, including goal setting, stress management, productivity, affirmations, breathing, mindfulness, and so on. Whether you aim to reduce your stress level, stay motivated, or enhance productivity, we got you covered here. So let's reboot together and create positive habits. So it's a really quick live stream, just under 15 minutes, but please, if you have a chance, still introduce yourselves in the comments. And if you have any questions, please put it in. We can always take them offline to reply if you don't have time. In this episode, Wendy guides us through her personal morning routine designed to sharpen focus and set a positive tone for the day. So discover the power of journaling immediately after waking up. So this is 10-15 minutes practice is simple yet great tool to help you achieve small wins through your day, keeping your mind clear and purpose-driven before the hustle and bustle begins. So without any further delays, I'm passing it over to Wendy, please.
Hello, good morning. Wendy Alexander. I'm a master career coach, but had an IT career for 23 plus years. And writing has always been something I use to get clarity. And journaling came to me probably 20 years ago, and I do it daily, start my day with journaling. So I have a stress-free day and a focused day. Now, even if the stress comes, I remember a lot of what I end up journaling. Needs to be freestyle though. You don't want to have your mind cluttered with more to-do lists. So when you journal, let it be freestyle journaling.
Perfect. Let's get into it.
All right. So hang on a minute. So the benefits of morning journaling. So what I've learned about morning journaling is that it sets you up for gratitude. Gratitude sets you up for a successful day. And I start my journaling with some gratitudes. Even if you wake up with yesterday's troubles or burdens, you can quickly release that by focusing on at least 3 things that you're grateful for. Now the benefit enhances well-being, especially if you freely and authentically express your thoughts through journaling. It's kind of like a brain dump of the stuff that's whirling around in your mind. So write without censoring. And the third benefit is a chance to clear your mind and direct actions for the day ahead. So clear your thoughts. Direct your actions before you get overwhelmed with to-do lists and obligations and deadlines. So I'm just going to take you through a couple of prompts. These are the 3 I use for myself daily. And I only do it for 10 minutes and I do it freestyle. That means try not to censor your thoughts. Let them come naturally. So the 3 prompts for morning journaling. Now we might pause and do a minute each for each prompt because we don't want to be here all day. It's a quick reboot exercise. But when you do the replay, you can go and do it for the actual 10 minutes that I take. So the first prompt, pause for a minute. What am I grateful for today? I usually do 3 minutes around this, but I want you to just take on doing a minute. What am I grateful for today?
I think it's also important to mention every time like people think about what they're grateful for, they start thinking about big things, but it's about this little things that comes in your mind. Could be absolutely anything. Wendy, what is the most common ones you usually think about in the morning?
Well, for me, the first thing I think about when I start this journaling is that I've got another day. Grateful for another day. You know, I mean, people take that for granted, but you know, it's another day of life, another day to experience family, friends, career, whatever it is you're doing. So I often, sometimes when I can't think of the big things or the big fancy schmancy things, it's grateful for the breath, grateful for another day, grateful for another sunrise. It can be as simple as that. Grateful for my dog every day.
Yes. Or something look forward today. So I'm just giving you an idea, guys. So have a think, have a think. So of course you can pause this video and have a think, but let's just think together. If you have a piece of paper next to you, just start writing. Start writing a few things. Once we finish the reboot, you can write even more, but have a think. I don't know. It's also, I'm trying also to think sometimes what I'm excited about today as well. So I'm grateful that I go and see my friend today, or I'm grateful that I'll go to yoga class, and think things like this. The good prompts, I think, too.
Yes, grateful. My mother had her birthday recently, so I'm grateful that my mother's still here. You know, like it's the little things that can make up a really great day. It's very easy to complain or focus on the muddle or the things that bother us. But if you pause for gratitude, it sets you up for a day of success.
So, guys, I hope everyone there thought about 3 things. If you haven't thought about 3 things, don't need to think harder. Just open your eyes and look around. There's definitely 3 things you can be grateful today.
All right, next prompt. What's taking up space in my mind right now? Now, I do 5 minutes of freestyle writing about challenges or ideas that are whirling in my mind, because I think you need to give voice to those things. It's kind of like brain dumping it so it doesn't occupy so much space all the time. Because sometimes when we don't address our challenges or don't address ideas or things that's running around, they can continue to whirl around and just take up way too much space. So I find that this is really useful to get me started for a successful day. So focus on the top 2-3 things taking up space in your mind and why. And as I said, uncensored writing is the best way to brain dump those thoughts.
Yeah, and I think it's important, just try to go without any judgment and don't think about, am I rational when I'm thinking about it, or irrational, or is it make sense, or does it make sense, or it doesn't make any sense. I think it's all about, I guess, expressing those thoughts on the paper. That's how you look at this, Wendy?
Correct. Express the thoughts without trying to judge them or censor them. It's about acknowledging the thoughts, because often we try, and if we're having negative thoughts especially, we go, oh, I need to switch it, I need to be positive. But sometimes it's not going to switch unless you acknowledge it. So if what's whirling around in your mind is that you haven't done your exercise for the day, or you didn't eat very well yesterday when you promised yourself you would, acknowledge it. Yes, I didn't eat very well. Nothing I can do about it. Yes, I feel it, this, that, and the other. I'm a bit disappointed in myself. But so what? Today's a new day. You start again. Any thoughts, or sometimes it's ideas. I find myself often as a writer, because I don't only write in the professional world as a resume writer or copywriter, I'm also working on a novel. So sometimes those kinds of things are whirling around in my head, and I have to go, this character's intruding on my thoughts, and it's annoying me because I don't actually have the time and capacity to do that novel today. I've got other work that I need to do, but I write it down so that I can acknowledge that is bugging me at the moment. And then I move on. I find just acknowledging, saying that it's bothering me, and then move on. Write the next thing that's bothering me. Or if it's a brilliant idea, I go, sometimes when I have a brilliant idea, I'll asterisk it. I'll put a red little mark next to it, because I know I can go back to it later and look at that and go, oh, maybe I could do something with that idea. So
100%. And it's crazy how just expressing your thoughts or verbalizing your thoughts sometimes actually give you that focus and calmness.
Exactly. And that's the whole purpose of the morning journaling, is to set your day up for calm by getting rid of I call it the brain dump. By brain dumping whatever's there, whatever's been taking up too much space. Just releasing it. You release it through acknowledging it.
I hope we gave you guys some time to think about those things that buggering you at the moment. But if you're watching replay, pause this video and make sure give yourself this 5 minutes to just write anything that comes in your mind right now.
Okay, and the last prompt I do is, what one thing can I do today that will make it a good day? Now, here's where you identify one action you could do that will make you feel great at having achieved that at the end of the day. And it doesn't have to be anything big, any action. For example, for me, if I say to myself, well, this idea is bugging me or something's whirling around in my mind, for example, my novel that I'm working on, then I go, okay, I'm going to write 100 words today about that particular character. And then I make sure that I do that 100 words. By the end of the day, I feel great. Now, I've got a long way to go to complete the novel, but just the fact that I wrote about the action that I would take, the one action, write the 100 words, and I write the 100 words at the end of the day, I feel great. It's an achievement. And so that's how you set yourself up for success, a series of small wins. So identify just one simple action that you can take today that will make you feel great at the end of the day because you've done it.
And I think a good example would be if you're looking for a job, think about just one action today. Because if you're thinking, oh my God, I don't have a job, what I'm going to do, I need to get a job today, that's not helpful. But if you think about that, today I want to apply for one job that I really like, and I'm going to approach, 5 people from the company I really like and want to work for. So if you concentrate on one little thing, then you will feel better at the end of the day, and you know that you're taking some steps. If you think about, oh my God, I don't have a job, I need a job, that's not going to help you to set the day for success.
No, and sometimes you can decide, okay, I've sent out a bunch of applications, but LinkedIn, is amazing for you to go and connect with people. So I often say to people, go and connect with 5 people today. That can be your one action. I'm going to connect and build my network with 5 new people. Or I'm going to, if you're on LinkedIn Premium, I'm going to go undertake, 20 minutes of study in something, through LinkedIn Learning, any kind of learning, YouTube training, anything. Or I'm going to reach out to a career coach, or I'm going to reach out to someone like Yana and get some advice. Take an action. It can be any action. And as long as you complete that action, you're going to find that it gives you that sense of achievement. Small wins is what we're after throughout the day. Builds your success muscle.
100%. Guys, again, if you need, pause this video, have a think. I think it's really important to give yourself this 2 minutes of silence just to kind of concentrate and think about these things. So as you can see, Wendy's routine takes only 10 minutes, but I'm sure there is a massive benefits of this, just to concentrate and clear your mind and concentrate on the positive things and what can give you at least that feeling of success for the day.
Absolutely.
And Wendy, what's the best way to connect with you?
Via LinkedIn or happycareerhub.com.
You can see it on the screen, guys. And if you're enjoying this video, obviously like it and share with people who need to hear this. I'm here every Tuesday at 7:45 a.m. talking with various people from my network. And together we're creating some positive habits. So make sure to tune in on Tuesday mornings. And also you can tune in on my weekly Wednesday discussions, panel discussions on IT career in Australia. Thank you, Wendy, for this morning.
Yana.
Have you already done your journaling this morning, or are you going to do it now?
No, I do it first thing when I wake up. I do it when I'm sort of half asleep still. I find that very effective.
Straight away, before you reach to this phone, before any
Correct.
check in. So just open your eyes and start writing. I think that's the best advice, because as soon as you reach out to the phone, as soon as you thought about your breakfast and things, that the thought is already in a different state. So the great idea. Open your eyes, grab the piece of paper and start writing, and use
Yeah,
this
and
video as a prompt to do it.
awesome. Thank you, Yana.
Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you next Tuesday.